Hello friends, myself Vignesh Anand. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see about the main protections of the generator, which means the stator protection against the intermittent faults, then the rotor earth fault protection, then protection of loss of excitation, which means field failure protection. Here the field failure protection in the sense the opening of the field winding or a short circuit or any other fault in the exciter system. The general cap carries in a field failure. In here the field failure is sensed by keeping any of the one phases. The CT will be placed for a field failure relay, and that field failure will be connected with the field failure relay. In this way the field failure protection will be carried out. Then the negative sequence failure, which means unbalanced space unbalance protection. In the sense uh, the unbalanced loading or even a failure of prime movers can be carried by the negative sequence relays. First one is the stator protection against the interturn faults. Please refer my before videos. In that, the basics of the generator earth fault and face-to-face faults are carried out in that video. So, in this video, we are mainly going to focus on the stator protection, rotor protections, and loss of excitations. These three are main focusly taken. And in a stator protection, which means stator protections against the interturn faults. In the sense the stator winding, which means the larger size of the uh, generator, like in using in hydropower plants, it consists of a single winding will be have a two parallel turns, which means a single winding will be divided into two parallel lines. So in the sense there may be a chances of a interturn fault, which means skipping of the turns can be possible. So in the sense we need a protection for that. In this case we are using a CT uh, across the both the windings, and the CT connection was done by a cross connections, which means S1 point of one CT will be connected to the S2 point of the another CT, and say vice versa. S2 point of CT1 will be connected to the S1 point of the CT2. So the relay will be in a parallel with the both the CTs. In this way, the protection is carried out. Then the mesh price protection will gives you face-to-face fault protections and earth fault protection. The interturn fault is only carried by this kind of protection only. In mesh price or any other protection, the interturn faults will not be carried out. So interturn fault is a short circuit between the turns of same winding. Thus the fault is local circuit and it does not affect the current entering and leaving the windings at two ends of the CT. In a single turn generator there is no interturns, so we don't need any protection for that. But in this case we need a protection for those interturns also. Under a normal condition the two paths are connected with the same current as a S1 and S2 are equal. The secondary current also in the same way, so the relay will be inoperative in the normal condition. So whenever the short circuit is happened, some of the turns in the uh, same winding will get skipped or get short circuit. So in this case there will be a unequal current will be induced in the secondary of your CTs. So the difference will flows to the relay, and the relay get operates and initiates a trip to your breaker or nearly connected device and trips your supply further and isolates the generator winding and protects the winding. This is the basics of the stator protection. Next is the rotor earth fault protection. Normally the rotor circuit is not a earthed, and also the DC is not imposed on it. So hence single ground fault in a rotor does not cause circulating current to flow through the rotor circuit. but a single ground fault causes a stress to the ground at other points of your winding, and when the voltage is induced in the rotor due to this transient stress, the leakage try to escape from the one end to another end. So in this case, the fault may occur in various places of your rotor, and it will cause your winding get malfunctioned or mechanical stress, and also it will damage your bearings and bends your rotor shafts, and it will cause a vibration of your generator also. So in this case, we are having a protection in the sense, a DC power pack is connected with the sensitive relay of one end, and auxiliary supplies of from your transformer also been taken for that DC power supply. Then the sensitive end relay, which means the rotor sensitive relay, which is connected to the resistor for a current limiting, which means in the sense the a small power pack is connected to the field winding circuit. A sensitive relay and high resistive to opposite current entering to the relay are used. At fault, at any point of your field circuit will pass a current on a sufficient magnitude through the relay to cause its operation. Here the DC supply is preferred because there is no leakage in DC. In case of AC, there may be a chances of leakages also. In this way, this rotor earth fault protection is carried out. The sensitive relay, which is placed between the DC power pack and your resistors, which means the main thing is that the relay get initiated and it will operates and gives a trips command to the nearby protective devices, which means the nearby operating devices, and the protection may carried out. Next is your protection of loss of excitation or a field failure. This may result in a loss of synchronism and also slightly increase in your generator speed. The loss of excitation leads to a pole slipping, which means the exciter system which is connected with the each turns are connected with the poles, that slippering may be happen due to this loss of excitation. In the graph we can easily able to understand the reactance and impedance graph. So in the sense, normal point of the graph is at the first quadrant and the fault occurring area is in your fourth quadrant. The distance relay is used for covering this portion of first to fourth quadrants where impedance locus point exists. When the impedance takes place in the region covered by the relay characteristics, the relay operates. The relay operates with a generator first starts to slip the poles. Then the relay trips the field circuit breaker and disconnects the generator from the system. When the excitation is regained and becomes normal, the generator will back to the service. So this excitation will be carried by this relay operation only. So these are all the basics of the loss of excitation protection. Next is your negative sequence relay, which means phase unbalance relay. In this case, the unbalance in your phases or unloading, overloading of your phases are easily absorbed and also protected by this negative sequence relays. So normally it consists of a phase unbalance relay because provide a protection against the negative sequence of your unbalanced current due to unbalanced load or a phase to phase fault. It consists of a resistance bridge. The magnitude of impedance of all the bridges are equal. The impedance Z1 and Z3 bridge in the bridge Z1 and Z3 portion will have a purely resistive, while Z2 and Z4, which is a combination of resistors and impedance, sorry, reactance. The current in the Z2, which is I2, and current in the Z24, which is I4, these two were lags by a 60 degree from the Z1 and Z3 current. So the current entering the relay at the point B is 0. Similarly, the current at the junction D is 0. Thus, the relay is in operative condition, which means not operating condition. So, whenever the uh, unbalanced current is observed in the point B and D, which means any of the unequal current is observed, the relay get sensed, and after sensing, the relay contacts will makes and initiates the trip to your nearby disconnecting circuit breakers, and hence the protection is carried out by overload, face-to-face faults, or even a unbalance in your current of one to another phases, and this negative sequence will plays a major role in a protection. Due to this negative sequence, the speed of your generator may change, which means normally the generator is running. For example, I'm saying the generator running in a clockwise means the negative sequence will alters the rotation of your generator itself. So this negative sequence relay is mainly used for the unbalance of your load, or even it will protect from the short circuiting also. These are all the basics of your generator protection. See you in next video. Keep sharing my videos also if you like means. See you soon. Share knowledge and gain your knowledge. Thank you everyone. Nandri.